As you might guess, I'm here on La Palma in the Canary Islands in September-October 2019 for an astronomy related holiday. I'm here with a bunch of 5 friends. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
The skies in La Palma are really clear and very bright, at least most of the year. We've been up on top of the mountain observing twice. The first time that we went up, it was really not very good. There was quite a bit of high cloud and a lot of dust in the air, and we packed down after about an hour and a half and decided to come down to our villa where it was much more comfortable, and it was really windy. Unbelievably, tonight after coming up the mountain, it's actually very windy and it's actually not that clear. The second time that we went up on the mountain was really quite good. We were there the whole night. What we hadn't actually realised was that it doesn't get dark here till about 8:30, and then it stays dark until after 7 o'clock in the morning. So we had a really good long time to do some imaging. I'm here at one of the observation areas just outside Punta Gorda. There's a stand of cedar trees behind me, and you've got a really good view of the countryside. What I really like here is the bright and cheerful colours of the housing. You can see the vernacular architecture, pan tiles with bright rendered walls. I don't think they get much rain here, judging from the aridness of the landscape and all the irrigation that's in place. The hills here are quite steep and they are terraced, so it must be a huge amount of work to build the fields in the first place and get them clear of the prickly pear. On our second night up the mountain, we set up on top of the visitor centre. This is a newly built complex. It's not open yet, but it's very nice. The road up to the top of the observatory is the most insane mixture of chicanes and curves and hairpin bends. It really kind of moves your stomach around. We're all set up on top of the visitor centre at about 2,400 metres, ready for an evening's astronomy, and the conditions look to be absolutely perfect this evening. After all the haze and high cloud last night, I reckon tonight it's going to be really good. It's fairly crowded up here. There's quite a few amateur astronomers all set up with cameras and various mounts, so I think it's going to be an interesting experience tonight. You can see behind me the cloud way down below over the ocean, so the conditions up here really are spectacular. This is a newly built complex. It's not open yet, but it's very nice. There are some pads up there to set telescopes on with power, not that they were powered up yet, but we went onto the tiled area above the visitor centre, onto the deck, and set up our scopes. Unfortunately, we had been going about an hour when a security guard came down. Of course, we didn't realise it was a security guard because he drove into the car park with his lights on full beam and then walked around with a flashlight, spoiling everyone's night vision. And then we soon realised that he was something to do with security on top of the mountain, told us that we shouldn't be on the observation deck. There was a very friendly Dutch guy there who remonstrated with him for about 10 minutes, then he conceded that we could actually set up in the car park and spend the night there, but after that he was going to make sure that the car park was closed, and they don't want anyone near the top of the mountain, which seems a bit of a shame because it's so perfect for astronomy and all the telescopes are funded by public money, so there should really be an area where you can go to the top of the mountain and you can observe safely and in comfort. But maybe let's see what happens when the visitor centre gets fully opened. I brought my little portable astronomy kit with me. I've got a new Williams Optics Redcat 51mm Petzval refractor that's driven on a Star Adventurer by Skywatcher, and I'm using an EOS R which I'm vlogging on at the moment, and the combination has been brilliant. I'm super pleased with the Williams Optics Redcat. The field is really sharp right to the corners of the frame, and I love the helical focuser on it. I've done a review of that which you can find here. The other nights we've actually imaged from our villa. So our villa in Punta Gorda is about 700 metres above sea level, and we've got really good clear skies from there, plus it's very comfortable. We can set up our scopes around the deck of the pool, and we can image all night. Plus we've hired a couple of NEQ6 mounts and we've been putting the scopes on those and going for slightly longer exposure periods, so it's been a very successful week. One of the things that I've really enjoyed this week has been doing the time-lapsing at night. So I've got a second camera, a 650D, and I've had that set up either just static, or when I've had the EOS R and Red Cat on the NEQ6 mounts, I've had it sat on the Star Adventurer, and I've done quite a lot of imaging of the Milky Way. It's very clear and very beautiful arching overhead, and you can see lots of things in there, all the dust lanes with your naked eye, so I'm looking forward to processing those images once I get home. And these are the goats that aren't saying much at the moment, but make really spooky noises all through the night. They're really quite cute looking when you get closer. Another nice thing about doing astronomy out here is that it's so warm at night that you can sit out in a t-shirt and shorts and you don't really need any warm clothes, so it's very, very nice. Even on top of the mountain, just a light fleece was all we needed to keep warm. I guess on the evening when it was blowing a gale the first time we went up the mountain, it must have been gusting 30-40 kilometres, and we certainly did feel it up there that night. That really wasn't very pleasant. So I'm going to head off back to the villa. It's about 20 minutes walk, it's quite steep, and when I get back I'm going to jump in the pool and have some cool refreshing water. I'm really looking forward to my next trip. That's in 2 weeks' time. I'm going to Porto Covo in Portugal. I'm taking the same astronomy equipment with me. I've rented a little villa out in the countryside close to Porto Covo, and I'm looking forward to doing some more time-lapsing and getting more familiar with my Red Cat and my EOS R. If you've enjoyed this vlog, please subscribe to my channel, leave a like, and I'll be bringing more content to you soon when I come back from Portugal.